I am very pleased to announce that the Orchid City Zoo announces its full completion of its very first exhibit. Asia Quest is officially open to the public, and we urge all to make a trip to the Orchid City Zoo to check it out. Taking over 10% on the complexity meter, we can assure you that Asia Quest is well worth the trip. Unlike most exhibits, this is just as much detailed on the inside as it is the outside. Every single inch of this exhibit is highly detailed to the best of my ability as a builder. The guests lucky enough to visit so far have had a great time. No stone was left unturned, so join me today for the first official tour of our mega build. Home to over 5 species of animals, Asia Quest takes up a massive 3,000 meter plus footprint in the zoo. The space is used really efficiently. Everything in the build is tight and to the point. There's absolutely no wasted space. This build is as highly detailed and compact as you can possibly make a build of this size. This project spanned 4 videos and over 90 minutes of content. There's plenty more builds just like this to come, so if you like it, stick around. We're officially over 1,000 subscribers strong, and I really can't thank you guys enough. Enough of the intro though. Let's finally get into the tour of this magnificent build, in the first mega build of the Orchid City Zoo. Upon entering Asia Quest, the first species you will find are the Japanese macaque. We have 6 members in our troop. The macaque are one of 3 species with outdoor as well as indoor viewing. Let's take some time to meet the members of our macaque troop. This is Logan. He's very physical with the others, but luckily nobody ever gets hurt. This is Diana. She's one of our 2 females, and she really enjoys hanging out with the red-crowned cranes, which also share this exhibit with the macaques. George will sit here for hours on end and repeatedly ram his head into this gulpy box. Nobody knows why he does this. On the contrary to George's rambunctious behavior, Mochi can most commonly be found minding her own business in the inside portion. Winter spends so much time in the water you would think she was actually semi-aquatic. Snowdrop enjoys foraging for berries right beneath his climbing structure. The macaque make a very good first impression, but they're only half of the exhibit. The macaque and red-crowned crane share the exhibit together. Red-crowned cranes are social birds with a high dependency on water. They're also critically endangered. They make an extremely good first impression as a result. The flock of 4 red-crowned cranes can often be found on the leftmost side of the exhibit while the macaque inhabit the right. Let's meet them. If Ruby had it her way, she would play with her sprinkler 24/7. Cloud is a rescue, easily distinguished by his scratch marks on his neck. He's doing a lot better now. Unlike the other 3 cranes, Rocco does not enjoy the company of the macaques and will steer clear of them. Lastly, this is Nibble. She's the greediest of the 4, constantly getting first take of the food. The others don't really mind though. Thankfully, if the macaques and cranes get on each other's nerves a little too much, the macaques can always go up to their indoor, which the cranes can't access. Overall, I would say the Japanese macaque and red-crowned crane are the best possible starting animals for Asia Quest. We couldn't have asked for a better pair. The cohabitation really brings it all together. But now let's head inside Asia Quest. Upon entering, the first animal you'll see is the Binturong. Like our macaques, they have outdoor as well as indoor viewing. We have 2 Binturong here, a male and a female, and at first they didn't like each other, but now they're inseparable. Bon Bon is our female. She's incredibly shy, but fun fact, she's actually our first and currently only gold-rated animal. Popcorn would be extremely good friends with Nibble the crane if they had cohabitation. They both just really like eating. As mentioned, the Binturong have indoor as well as outdoor viewing. Overall, they have easily the smallest exhibit out of Asia Quest, but also probably the most highly and densely detailed. Their exhibit is jam-packed with features, and it looks really nice from the outside. It also makes a very good first impression along with our cranes and macaques, but now let's actually get inside of Asia Quest. By far the largest animal so far, the solitary sun bear makes his grand entrance to the Orchid City Zoo. Baxter's one and only love is climbing. He does it all day. After a long day of climbing his heart out, Baxter will then tend to his indoor enclosure and take a nice long nap. All habitats in Asia Quest come with webcams for easy and at-home viewing. Despite being a solitary sun bear, Baxter is actually home to the largest exhibit in all of Asia Quest. Baxter's exhibit alone takes up about 25% of the square meters total of this enclosure, about 850 to be exact, He has a lot of space to roam till his heart's content. Baxter may have the biggest exhibit, but Big Khan, our Bengal tiger, is the biggest animal in Asia Quest, and the crown jewel of the entire zoo thus far. Big Khan is extremely loud, and after a full day of entertaining zoogoers, he likes to take a nap in his tiger cave. Khan has everything you could possibly want in an exhibit. A cave, a waterfall, open field, lots of plant life. He's really the most spoiled cat in the zoo. Alright, for the actual tour of Asia Quest, I'm gonna go completely off script, in explore mode. Whoa, you can zoom in, that's really weird. But let's do it. So here's our arch to Asia Quest. There's a little mister on the back to give it a good effect, and as you can remember, the first exhibit you're gonna find is our red-crowned crane and Japanese macaque. There's a do not feed sign here because this is a pretty small barrier. Realistically, we should probably put a fence up here. Didn't really realize that until going through an explore mode, because that could be bad. Here's our 4 red-crowned cranes. There could be a macaque over here. Looks like our mechanic is working tirelessly to make sure that they can't escape. There's Nibble, of course, going right to the food pool. And there's a macaque. I can't tell which one that is off the top of my head, but it looks like they're all enjoying each other really well. They never fight, surprisingly. They're all very good and well-behaved in the exhibit. Going over to the other side, this is obviously the opposite side of the red-crowned crane and macaque exhibit. There's the entrance where the macaque can get to the top, and here's our Binturong. That must be Popcorn, because Popcorn really likes going on this scratching post. Come on. Come on, Popcorn. People are just walking in front of me. There she goes. That's one of my favorite animations out of any animal in Asia Quest. Anyways, I'm a big fan of the Binturong exhibit. I feel like it fits really well, because not much else could have gone here. This is way too small of an area for your average animal, and those people just phase to the wall. Thank you for that. I think that's Bon Bon running inside, getting a drink of water with Popcorn now. As I said, those two are extremely inseparable, and it looks like she has the zoomies right now. Now where is Baxter? This is Baxter's indoor enclosure. It's a little bit bare bones, but he needs a lot of space, because he likes to veg out and just roam around in there. I redid the path in here off screen actually. I like the wood a lot better. Let me know what you guys think about it. Where is Baxter? He always goes in that hammock. He's obsessed with it. That and climbing. Where? There he is. Looks like he's just roaming around, probably looking for some food. He's also a pretty big eater like his other friends in Asia Quest. Let's continue on though. This is one of my favorite views of all of Asia Quest. There's this very nice long hallway. We have a mosaic of the Planet Zoo logo right there. This is the Japanese macaque's indoor enclosure. Looks like one of them is right there. I think that's Snowdrop. I really like the triangular arches we did over here, and a lot of the potted plants too. There's also a bunch of Indian decorations over here because we're about to go to the crown jewel of Asia Quest, our Bengal tiger enclosure. Big Khan has one of the best enclosures and most highly decorated indoor enclosures of the entire exhibit, and it looks like he's playing with his fire hose block. He really likes that thing, although I can never catch him doing it on camera when I'm trying to record a cool time-lapse or something. He always does it when I'm not looking. Classic Big Khan. As you can see, every single aspect of this exhibit is decorated to be like that of a tiger. Everything is orange, white, and black, just like Khan. We have conservation boards that tackle relevant issues to the Bengal tiger's habitat. We even have this really cool height map thing. And I didn't realize that every guest is basically exactly 6 foot in here. They're a bunch of giants, effectively. I made that myself, too. I was really proud of it. Going past the Japanese macaque's indoor viewing, we actually added this right into the wall. It's a giant Malaysian leaf bug. I thought this was such a cool idea to have one final exhibit animal. There's not too many exhibit animals from Asia, unfortunately. One thing I'm a little bit disappointed in Frontier for doing. A lot of the exhibit animals come from South America and Australia. Not a whole lot from North America, Europe, or Asia. Heading out, though, you have the little outdoor enclosure on the other side of the macaque and the red-crowned cranes exhibit. They have a really nice view over here, and surprising the macaques can't jump that far. You have another conservation board, some staff access, another room to the tigers, some vending machines, and then you're done. And that's a wrap on Asia Quest. I hope you guys are just as happy as our animals and guests are, and I hope these last 5 episodes have been an enjoyable mini-series for you guys. We're gonna go back to the normal part of the zoo now. No more Asian animals for a while. Next is gonna be the African penguin. We're finally gonna get into the DLCs. I can't thank you guys enough for 1,000 subscribers. 1,042 of you at the time of recording. I seriously mean it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And there's more content to come, more videos to make, and more guests to please. Kingpin out. See you next time.